Hi, Sarah Mack here. I'm a writer and mindset coach for creative entrepreneurs who are looking to take their dream creative business to the next level in income, creative freedom and fulfillment. And on this live stream, you're going to learn how to stop avoiding the life you actually want. So maybe you're like me and pretty much the majority of humanity in that you're avoiding your truth. Because when you face up to your truth, it means having to look at a lot of painful things that we don't really want to acknowledge. So that's why we live in this constant state of distraction, right? iPhone, work, relationships, family drama, substances, you name it, whatever it is for you, we've all got one. Or multiple of them. So how do you get out of that cycle? How do you break the cycle of avoiding your truth so you can actually acknowledge what it is that you desire and give that to yourself? Because that's really what's required, right? You have to acknowledge it in order to create it. And often that's the part where we just get the most stuck. The next part we get the most stuck is actioning it. So let's be honest, like, you know what it is that you want. You know that action, that next level change that you have been feeling really inspired by, that you love thinking about, that you are entertaining, but that maybe you're not fully taking action on. And the truth is that you are the only person holding you back. And I'm sure you've heard that a million times throughout your life. But let's break it down to a level of understanding that's a little bit more helpful to create a shift, a fun shift that will lead you to what you want. So the truth is, it's all habits. It's all habits. And it's really about knowing the right habits that actually make the biggest impact in helping you to shift to that new direction, to that new life, to that new business, that new direction, whatever it is for you. And it's in moving towards those actions that the old unsupportive emotional patterns will surface, that the limiting beliefs that you hold about yourself and about what's possible for you will surface, and that your fears disguised as excuses will come up to the surface and become glaringly obvious for you to look at and for you to work through. And it all comes down to habits and taking action on those habits. So just think for a moment, like, whatever it is that you're not taking action on, what is that for you? Like, you know what pops to mind when I say to you, what are you not taking action on that you know you want to be taking action on? And for some people, it's as simple as just taking a break. Like, that's always the first stage of transformation. Sometimes it's just eliminating what isn't working and creating some space for that new inspiration to unfold. And sometimes you just simply don't know what that's going to be until you give yourself that space for it to come into. If your life is rammed full of things that aren't really satisfying you, there's no space for that new, more aligned, fulfilling path to come in for you. So sometimes it's just taking a break. And this is how you create that shift. This is how you get over that resistance. Number one is create accountability. So you're in this position because you've eroded your self-trust, right? You've not taken action on the thing that you know you want to be taking action on so many times that you've lost trust in yourself. So the way to start rebuilding that is to make it as easy as possible to commit to that action that you really want to commit to. And the easiest way to do that is to bring other people in and create accountability in whatever way is accessible for you. The second really important part of this process is to create support so that you feel safe to look at your deepest pain. Because that's really the reason why we've been running. That's really the reason why we've been distracting from the thing that we most want to do. And really looking at what it is that we believe about ourselves, about why we're not good enough to give ourselves the thing that we really want. That's really what it comes down to. And you know, that it surfaces a lot of old patterns, a lot of old conversations, a lot of family programming, a lot of cultural programming, a lot of past trauma, a lot of really uncomfortable stuff that, you know, understandably we would rather not have to look at, but that is the key that holds your transformation. And once you understand that, once you understand that it's actually not as scary as we think it is to face up to those painful truths about what it is that we don't like about our life, then we really claim our full power, we really get out of our own way, and we can create whatever transformation we want, anything we want, when we learn to really nail that process. But if you're so in resistance and you've been procrastinating on something for so long, and you're so in a story that like it's not working, or it's not possible, or there's so many excuses that feel really legitimate for you at this moment in time, and you're just ready to break that, I highly recommend working with a mindset coach. That's really the fastest way to get out of your own way, and that's exactly the process that I use in my one-on-one coaching, is to really hone the habits of you taking action on the life that you actually want to be living, from your business, from your money, from your relationship standpoint, and getting really clear on actually what are the actions, because a lot of the time we think we know the actions, but there's a prerequisite bunch of actions that really open us up to be able to do that with more ease and more flow and more alignment. So this is resonating with you. If you are really ready to make that shift in your business and start enjoying things at a whole other level, start doing things differently, start really putting an end to the dissatisfaction and the frustration, please send me a message and let's set up a time to chat to see if you'll be a good fit for my one-on-one program. I'm opening a few spots. It's next level, the one-on-one program that I'm launching at the moment. It's called Creative Business Badass, and it's really all about creating the habits, the systems, and the processes to get out of your own way and launch whatever the hell you want with success. So please tag and share this with anyone who you know this message would resonate with, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.